It is called HIDR, and I will continue presenting actually a project, a product, a hardware, software developed by us at CryptoData within the Dein infrastructure, within the Dein ecosystem. So talking about security, talking about cybersecurity and privacy. Actually, we at CryptoData identified a huge market demand in privacy, cybersecurity, and actually protecting the users on a day-by-day needs. Why do I say that? Privacy, security, and encryption. Is it enough? Is it enough if I have privacy, security, and encryption with me when I go out in the market, when I go in a holiday with my family? No, it isn't. It's simply not. Why do I say that? Back in 2018, with CryptoData, we launched in the market the world's first blockchain-based architecture smartphone. We built it from scratch in Romania. A hardware, a software, an operating system, an infrastructure for communication. But at the moment you have a secured environment in your pocket, actually at that time, we thought of security-oriented users, security-driven users are looking for privacy, and that's all. And indeed, I have to admit, we made a mistake. Even though the users consider and know they need to be protected, they need to be private and secured. You need to protect yourself from the viruses, the phishing, spywares, malwares, and so on. But is it enough? If you lose the multimedia side of your day-by-day life on your handheld device, imagine a life having your smartphone in your pocket now, quitting your smartphones and having in your pocket a smartphone without social media, without multimedia, games, financial apps, and so on. Actually, you wouldn't quit your regular smartphone even though you know it is not secured enough, even though you know every single app you might have installed on it might spy on you. And we all know plenty of cases in the market where the apps spied on the customers and used unauthorized collected information, data, for malicious purposes. So, having this said, with CryptoData, defined the security-driven devices as a special purpose handheld device. But that's not enough. Still, the users seeking for privacy but losing multimedia features are not exactly in the same zip code. Still, the users are not willing to quit their multimedia lives just for privacy. Even though sometimes you say, okay, yeah, a virus might steal my email. Okay, it's not that bad. What can the hacker see? They can see I bought my tires for $200. It's not about that. You become a subject in a network of unauthorized data collection. Your privacy is simply violated. So that's simply not what you should expect. So having understood from our previous, actually wrong approach of a handheld dedicated for privacy but without multimedia features, we've been working for the past 2 years to develop a smarter, a faster, a more amazing device than the previous one. A device incorporating multimedia and privacy security-driven features at the same time. Have you achieved it? Yes, it's called HIDR. Actually, one smartphone, two environments. It's a cool way of considering privacy and multimedia in the same pocket, in the same device. Indeed, privacy and multimedia can now go together, can now co-work. You should not quit your multimedia life for privacy, or you should not lose your privacy life for multimedia. You can have them both at the same time. Plenty of features, but one of the most amazing features is actually switching between privacy and multimedia. You can now get to switch, you can now get to choose whether you want to run private or you want to run multimedia, whether you want to play games or you want to go private. It is all in the same handheld device. Let's take a look on a diagram. I like this diagram, and actually, to be honest, a few days ago, when I built my presentation, I kept thinking of this diagram, and I wanted especially to have it here. Why? Let's take this, let's call it a pentagon. It's an octagon, a pentagon, if you look at the other way. Gaming, social media, third-party apps. What is this? This is the multimedia side of a device, whether we're speaking about a handheld device, a smartphone, or a computer. Encryption, privacy, security. Those are the features for privacy. Do the normal smartphones fit in both categories at the same time? Not really. So, if you look at the red contour, if we look at this one, this is actually the regular smartphone you have right now in your pockets. It is multimedia oriented, it is social media, gaming, third-party apps oriented, but indeed it is not security, privacy, encryption oriented. So actually, a regular smartphone does probably 10% encryption, 12% privacy, security, max 15, max in the worst case scenario, or in the best case scenario actually, even though sometimes privacy is being claimed by the developers. But actually they're looking at privacy from a different perspective, from the perspective of the multimedia developers. Social media, 100%, of course. If you have a regular smartphone in your pocket, you can go plenty of social media. That's an amazing tool for it. Gaming, third-party apps, and so on. Impulse, the previous device, is encrypted privacy security. Zero social media, zero gaming, and a few third-party apps that we consider safe at that time. But still, it is actually not so comfortable to have it. So actually, if you look at both of them and if you sum them up, you end up with HIDR. If you sum up the features of a regular smartphone and of the previous security, encryption, privacy-oriented smartphone, you can get HIDR. 100% encryption, 100% privacy, security 95. Indeed, and this 5% is actually a question mark, whether a trusted developer of a third-party app might become untrusted later, whether a reputable corporate that installed the app in your phone might become suspect later for collecting unauthorized data from that app itself. So not from the entire environment, but once you have an app developed by X in your phone, that app might report unauthorized to the developer of itself, unauthorized data. So that's why we consider 5% security loss is not a loss, a downgrade. It is more than fair, whether you're talking about a both secured and multimedia device at the same time. Social media, gaming, third-party apps, I will go forward. Performance and design. We fitted inside the latest technology for chipsets, for CPU, GPU, the fastest memory available as of now in the market. One of the best CC cameras available in the market, supplied by Sony. One of the largest batteries you've seen in a regular smartphone. That's 5,300 milliamps, which is one of the largest battery packs in a very, 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 very slim device. What else? A very large display, artificial intelligence, face unlock, and of course, first layer of security. So actually the first layer of security is the physical integrity. If I hand you my phone, and can you work with it or not? Even there, we consider using AI software to process facial recognition, so whether you're wearing sunglasses or not, you can still unlock your device. Front camera, 24 megapixel Sony, rear camera 48 with triple lens Sony. So as you already know, the Vault is the centerpiece of our security features. In a Vault, you can get to create identities, you can get to store blockchain-based assets, you can get to change identities, a way of accessing, you get to manage your entire privacy. You get to initiate the device using the Vault.